Hi, welcome to Bubbles for Gaia. I'm sitting here in Santa Cruz on the gorgeous Monterey Bay, and here to share that with you. Just take a moment, a little time out in the day to reflect on it, to enjoy it, and to talk about it and celebrate it, find out how we're affecting it, and maybe even develop ourselves to walk a little bit more gently on this earth. So let's see. We can all agree, right, that this is an amazing place. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. This place is great. We can all agree on that. And I think that we can agree that we are putting stress on the environment. Most of us will probably agree with that. And we're doing it at different areas too. Whether it's our fishing or our burning of fossil fuels, all kinds of different areas. But this is so beautiful that I know for me it's easy to, throw my cans in the recycling and try to ride my bike from time to time or drive a little bit less, but it's still it's still easy to just go about the day and just do these things that I know aren't good for the environment and are inconsistent with the longevity of a complex ecosystem. So I don't know. That's all sort of a little bit hard to really get in reality how we're affecting this amazing place, because it is so amazing, and what's one little person like me, and how does that all really matter? But so to get my head around it, I did a little research, and I looked at other things that affect the environment that aren't man-made, and one of the big ones is volcanoes. We all know volcanoes impacts the atmosphere and pollute, right? Well, how do human beings compare to volcanoes? Well, I did a little research, and I looked at the USGS website, which stands for United States Geological Survey. They're the kind of the gold standard in everything earth science here in the United States. So they say that volcanoes will produce, global volcanoes, submarine and terrestrial volcanoes, on average annually produce 570 million pounds of CO2. 570 million pounds of CO2 annually. Okay. So, and then they looked at human beings and our contributions to the greenhouse gas CO2. And they say that human beings produce 77 billion pounds of CO2 annually. That's 570 million pounds from CO2, or from volcanoes, and 77 billion from human beings. $570 million versus 77 billion. So said in another way, they equate human being activity to adding 11,200 active medium-sized volcanoes to the planet. Like the size of a medium-sized volcano is Mount Kilauea in Hawaii. So human beings are like adding 11,200 volcanoes to the planet. Holy smokes. That's crazy. 11,200 extra volcanoes on this place? Like, where are they? What? but I can definitely get that that has an impact on this environment, right? Like, I don't know, but driving my car around doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but when I think about 11,200 volcanoes, that's crazy. And I think that that is a call for action. So, where are these 11,200 volcanoes? Well, so I guess it's the collective thing, right? We're all part of the pie. And so what I discovered is they have these cool things, like these carbon calculators that that you can type in all the, they ask you these questions and you type in how many miles you ride and, various things. And then it calculates how many pounds of CO2, our footprint is each year. And it's actually pretty cool. And, I've put 3 of these calculators on this post. If you're interested to check out your piece of the pie, and where these, apparently 11,200 volcanoes are coming from, it's worth checking out. It's interesting. And I put 3 of them up there. Actually, it's a link to a website where there's 3 of them. And if you go there, you can play with them. They take about 10 minutes each, depending on how much detail you get into it. But it's interesting to know, where the biggest chunks of of this stuff is coming from, and I think that's worthwhile to at least see that, and a pretty good place to start this journey. Yeah. So let me know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about those calculators. Maybe you think they're stupid, but maybe you think they're great and you got a little something out of it. I'd love to hear about that. We'd love to hear about that. You can comment on this post. And yeah, well, I think that's it for the first little post here. And I just want to thank you for being here, sharing this place with you. It's an amazing spot, and this planet is really great, and thanks for your partnership. And I hope to see you here next Monday. All right, bye, you guys.